day of learning, and today we have sixth episode with us for Beyond Finance. In today's session, as we highlighted, as we learned last time, that we will understand the consensus mechanism, how decentralized systems agree. So, welcome back, everyone. Last week, we unlocked the blockchain itself, this giant, unstoppable ledger that behaves like a librarian who never sleeps, never forgets, never refuses bribes. Today, we address the question that every newcomer eventually whispers. Okay, but how does the entire world agree on what gets written in this ledger? Because unlike banks, there is no CEO, no clerk, no manager yelling, team, let's finalize the transactions before lunch. Blockchain has no such luxury. So, how does it avoid chaos? Well, welcome to the world of consensus mechanism, the silent, invisible diplomats of decentralized ecosystems. The internet's first diplomats. Imagine the whole world shouting, I know the real Bitcoin balance. No, I know the real Bitcoin balance. Because you are using Wi Fi from 2012, sit down. Chaos, right? Consensus mechanisms exist precisely to prevent that chaos. They make all global nodes agree on one truth. Think of them as referees in a match with millions of players. I'm talking about nodes here. Judges in a courtroom without lawyers. Traffic lights for money. Or my favorite, group projects where everyone actually participates. Consensus is why blockchain works without a loss. If there is no consensus, blockchain can never work. This terminology, this word, changed the whole phenomena of finance. The first revolution. Proof of work. So the picture is you want to add a new page to the world's biggest ledger, but before doing so, the network asks, can you solve this math puzzle that requires enough electricity to power a small town? That's proof of work. On this mechanism, Bitcoin actually works. If you will learn with me, if you will understand everything like a story, you will learn blockchain like a story. In these sessions, you don't have to write everything down like a classroom. If you are a good listener only, then you will understand the whole technology like a story. So let me repeat. If you want to add a new page in blockchain in this biggest ledger, the network asks you, can you solve this math puzzle that requires enough electricity to power a small town? That is proof of work. Nodes complete, burn electricity, solve puzzles, and the winner gets to write the next block. If nodes will not compete with each other and they will not burn electricity, they will not solve problems, there will be no next block in the blockchain. The BTC20 smart chain continues to create blocks after blocks because all the nodes are working. The Bitcoin transactions are happening all around the world because there are more than 100,000 nodes running on Bitcoin blockchain. And similarly, just like Bitcoin, we will also have more than 100,000 nodes on BTC20 Smart Chain. So basically, Bitcoin said, Solve Sudoku at industrial scale, I'll give you money. It sounds absurd until you realize it made world's most secure digital money. Security through difficulty, trust through energy, and truth through competition. It's brutal, but it works. The second revolution, proof of stake. So today, basically, we are learning the blockchain consensus mechanisms of two kind, proof of work and proof of stake. How collectively millions of wallets don't fight because there is a consensus behind it. Every blockchain has a consensus mechanism. Bitcoin blockchain works on a proof of work consensus. Ethereum works on proof of stake. And after learning both, we will learn about BTCC that learns on hybrid consensus mechanism. Proof of work plus proof of stake. And then I will also teach you all about a new consensus mechanism that is proof of dedication POD. That is one new kind of consensus mechanism in which your efforts they matter and your efforts allows the blockchain to mint new tokens into supply. Your hard work, your efforts bring more token to the supply. Before that, let's learn proof of stake properly. Now imagine network saying, listen, instead of burning electricity, just lock up some of your coins. Your honesty will be judged by how much you are risking. That's proof of stake. No mining, no machines screaming like they're preparing for a takeoff. Just wealth securing wealth. And see how simple this was for us to understand the difference between proof of work and proof of stake like a story. That's why I encourage every member of this community to come on call and sit and listen with open ears. We will learn the complex of the complex technology like a story. People often say POS is like proof of work with a gym membership or a homeowners association. The bigger you stake, the more you vote, more vote counts. Is it perfect? No. Is it efficient? Yes. Is it taking over? Absolutely yes. That's why the most modern chain like Ethereum post merger, Solana, Avalanche all use proof of stake. Now let's learn of other mechanisms. Blockchain innovation never stops. Some people looked at proof of work and proof of stake and said, cool, but we have 10 new versions anyway. So we have more consensus mechanisms. Let us understand how and what they are. Dedicated proof of stake. Choose representatives like elections without scandals. Proof of authority POA. Trust validators and with strong reputations. Proof of history. Solana's time machine. Proof of experience, proof of building, proof of whatever, because naming mechanisms is a sport. Each mechanism tries to optimize three things: speed, security, scalability. Remember, the blockchain trilemma will hit soon. From here onwards, new consensus mechanisms have been developed. Now we know there is proof of building, proof of experience, proof of dedication, and all sort of new consensus mechanisms which are entering into blockchain. Why consensus mechanism matters? Without it, the blockchain collapses. Let's make it stupidly simple. Without consensus, two people could spend same Bitcoin twice. Nodes would disagree. Ledger would fork endlessly. The entire thing becomes MySQL with trust issues. Consensus is equal to order, consensus is equal to truth, consensus is equal to the reason Bitcoin has never been hacked. Now let's do a reality check. How traditional finance solve consensus? Bank says I said so. But the blockchain says because thousands of independent nodes reach the same mathematical conclusion. So there is a difference. One demands trust, other earns it. With the banks, you have to go with yes, you have to trust, you have to demand trust, but blockchain earns the trust. Now let me give you guys a few prompts for your better understanding. The first prompt, check which consensus mechanism your favorite blockchain uses and ask yourself why they choose it. Second question, compare the energy consumption of proof of work versus proof of stake. Which one aligns more with the future? Third one, how long it would take to attack Bitcoin versus a POS chain? And what surprised you the most? Then look up nothing at stake problem in POS. Do you think it's still relevant today? That's the magic of consensus. The invisible mechanism that makes decentralized systems agree without leaders, trust without bankers, and coordinate without chaos. Because the understanding of blockchain is nice, but understanding why tokens have value, that will fully, then that's when your brain fully enters Web3. So join me for episode 7 tomorrow, where we will learn tokenomics one on one. Why digital assets have real value. So see you then, and remember, consensus is boring until you realize it runs the future of finance. Thank you.